Oh, I just got still not on the screen. That's weird. I don't know why that was like that. Uh, I switched, but it didn't switch. Is that? It looks correct. Okay, I just changed the capture thing. I'm still pulling up my chat on my phone. How's everybody doing? We're back with Danganronpa. Very excited. Let's load game here. And I think we should go with autosave. So in the last episode, we witnessed Sayaka being dead in our bathroom after some strange circumstances with her, and Juko is just she's not really herself now, is she? Much as I hate to say it. Let's take a look around, talk to people.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, that's what's the first thing you would do. By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to investigate, we're putting all our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. I guess talk to Mondo.
Huh?
Is that really happening?
Don't
Screw
fuck
that
with
piece
me.
of shit bear. Alright, glad Mondo's holding it together.
Huh?
Huh? What's going on? He's not currently in line with reality either. We're on Sakura all the way back. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Fumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Alright, wait for me to get like better angles. She must be so shocked that she can't even open her mouth to talk. Oh, sorry. What's his name again? Hiro?
What should I do?
No, she's Chihiro. Someone got right in front of us, they.
What the heck?
Hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Oh.
So you all finally noticed.
What the
Huh?
crap?
Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and yet unusual.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah.
She's right. Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For one, I traded rooms with her, and I didn't have a knife. I did because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear returned, in other words. You You think I did it? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. It ain't me, Chief. I ain't no senator's son. So,
Are you
we're really gonna
serious?
try and figure out who did it? I mean, we kinda have to, or else we all die. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid! I mean, I think it's kind of smart. As long as we figure out who did it, you know, in which case then I am entirely against it and against the system. Junko, what do you have to say? Oh, right. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for her pulse, like they do in movies and stuff. But, she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries, losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Wait just a second! She's dead? That means everything that's happened so far is real! It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real! Hell no!
Let me out
Someone
of
save
here!
me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's
You're
your
just now
problem?
accepting that?
So
Are we all
then,
done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and figure out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
that
I'd
should
rather
be-
you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, and just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right.
Hey,
Well, let
damn
me
it.
just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they think of destroying that evidence, they
You're
better
fucking
not let me
dead.
find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will frick them up. Just like when he's really angry, he just doesn't actually use the curse words. He uses faulty curse words. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this
It
is
was you.
Very sus-
I'm telling you, it wasn't me, man. I only had a knife and was near her at certain points. It wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check to see. What did you say? I like quote people's prior dialogue. I don't know. But even if I wanted to, I can help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. It takes all one glimpse and I'll black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me Hold on, read. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm a killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. But why did they have to suspect me? I only told them that I would maybe kill them. I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair!
Okay, I get the idea. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Aren't you gonna help it? Oh wait, that's me. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Junko, what do you have to say? Oh, right. Forgot again. Guess we'll leave the gym. There's nothing here for us. Everything seems to be pretty normal here. Do I... Oh wait, no, actually, did this change? Okay, it looks like it didn't change. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Alright, well, we have... Let's go left or right here. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less there than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? The notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. What about my toolkit? Toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building
What?
fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either.
Why?
Not me. Nobody's busted out
What?
theirs yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None
By
of the
way,
guys have opened their toolkits yet. Because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I guess we'll take that at face value. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I wouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the Truth Bullets. You're getting a lot of bullets. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. That's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, that's true then. Now how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? Nah, it seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Switching. Gotta say it multiple times so you know it was a flashback. After saying that, there's no way she could have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. Nah, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Switching rooms have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What about the table? Oh, the scratch marks on the floor. That's also good. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Oh, I wonder. I wonder if there was a struggle in here of some kind. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you can know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullets. Can I look at the other part of the sword sheath? This is the replica sword about back for self-defense. I think we're just getting the same thing. Oh, maybe the sheath. Is the sheath a little bit different? There's some scratches on the sheath. Must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? We need to inspect the sword holder. It's the display stand the sword was on. We want trash. Guess the bed looks a little... There are gouges on the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? What about you, Kyoko? I should look around here first. I can check the others. Oh, I want to talk to Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko! I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Very usual. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? Had to be
Well.
the killer. I would say, I mean, I guess she's all nice and stuff, but theoretically more of her hair would fall out while she was cleaning, though. So it sounds like somebody specifically tried to scrub the room for their hairs. That's the question, isn't it? That's the question, isn't it? I kind of need to drink water. I don't want to get up yet. Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullets. We need to talk to everybody.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash can. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you
That
son of a
dirty
bitch!
bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're
If I ever
fucking
find the
dead.
son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Okay. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Don't worry, I have great ideas. The bathroom, and on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Wonder if I can get that knife back real quick. I really like that knife. Had a good handle on it. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I want to give up. I want to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Okay, we've got just Sayaka and the knife, I think. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach that must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. I know where they got it, but nobody needs to know where I got it. Because it's not my knife until it's proven I didn't do this, as far as I'm concerned. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me. Oh, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come it's only on her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? But it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom. They inflicted the deadly wound. Yeah, they used the sword and then finished her with the knife. But if the sword was in my room, that means the sword was an on-the-spot decision? What's this? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Oh. Written on the wall were the numbers 11037. Huh. Yeah, that's what it is. Wait, who is that again? Okay, that kinda, well, I wish I wasn't as smart as I was sometimes, honestly. I feel like that's a pretty massive giveaway here. I can head out.
It would seem...
Looks like you found Makoto, right? It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that most likely Sayaka's dying message. Bloody numbers? I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. I know what the result is. It was immediately obvious. So you're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. Dying message was added to the bullets. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. I mean, she has eyes, I guess. But honestly, I have no idea. I know who I should talk to when it comes to numbers. Who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I want to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't quite fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame had been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob.
Oh, the doorknob.
That's
You
right.
didn't notice. Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about.
I did what Kyoko said and I shut the bathroom door. Huh. The doorknob. What about the doorknob? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional.
What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing.
But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that?
Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms.
So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it.
Hmm?
Interesting.
She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
That clears that up.
Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
I'm so lost.
Well, see you later.
As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob had been added to the Truth Bullet section of your notebook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. It's telling me I got everything in here. Give me just a sec while I look at the doors for no real reason. No, it's Chihira's room. Sayaka's room. Don't mind me. Just looking at the rooms randomly. They talked about the trash. Let's start with the trash. Nothing in the trash. We started to get here, no way to get past here.
Monokuma
It's Monokuma.
It's the end of the line. The trash room, where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty.
No, you can't go any further.
Only the person on cleaning duty is on it. Well, who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
NPC behavior. Trash duty had been added to the truth bullets. Okay, so at least we got something from here. Can you fiddle with this at all? No? And there's still this weird side door, right? Oh, it's just... That's the door that we came in.
I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Oh, that's me.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask?
It just so happens... Oh, it's still him.
It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. With someone on cleaning duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash store.
Of course!
No.
It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge, if you all live that
Very
long.
strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open at all times so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other
Actually-
words,
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you
Hey,
bastard.
Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You liar. I know why you did it. You
Is
want to
it?
dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
What are you talking about? My love is for Tootie.
You know what I
But
mean.
there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'd get tired of Tootie and turn to...
I would never get tired of Tootie.
Unforgivable.
After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? So if you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to...
Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
Well, now you suddenly want to join my party. Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, just hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then,
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along.
no, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world?
It's whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Oh, we had some stuff. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Not the incubator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah, is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball had been added to the truth bullets. And there's kind of a scrap here. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. It's clothes, bloody clothes.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love?
I'm just not gonna respond. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. There isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to truth bullets. This is the actual incinerator. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, it's on the right side. It's on right now.
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty
indeed.
simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Fumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy?
No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Haha, yes. That there can be no mistake. And if I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet,
That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible?
this whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't here. What does that mean, Mr. Nayagi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
Everyone already knows you did it,
sure of it.
and all the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out of one of his comic book fantasies. Let's look at this, just in case we need to look at it. Green button turns it on, yellow button turns it off, or so it seems anyway. Okay. I guess we can talk to him, even though I don't think he has anything to say really at this point.
Mr. Nayagi, you seem a little down.
Oh yeah, everyone's just accusing me of murder that I didn't get to commit. I mean, did not commit.
Huh? Really? If you need a little help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up.
Alright. Thanks. I'm gonna head there. I'm gonna leave. Hi Leon. Hi Byakuya. Oh, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Oh. Oh wait, I didn't even realize that. Because we left our own room. Wait, that means that this is Sayaka's room. Somebody was purposefully targeting Sayaka. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplate's on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Door nameplates has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep. Well, there's several things. There's the DVD and some crumpled up paper, I guess. Sakura got really upset after seeing what was ever in the video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. I guess we go watch the DVD now. We also need to talk to the people in the gym about something. Let's take a gander. Okay, yeah, this is this room. Can I tap this and watch the video? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Hey, it's the thumbnail. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert, and standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, it's nap time. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. Well, if all of her friends are unable to perform, then she wouldn't have any reason to be. That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Alright, let's go to the gym. And I guess we'll talk to the programmer girl about the numbers. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it?
Before she died, Sayaka left us a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something?
Sorry, no.
Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry, I
sorry.
just don't know.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Nah, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it! Smack him across the face. Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually made of glass and not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, you say without doubt this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball had been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hero. That's all I needed to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Juko, what? Oh wait, is this something? Nah, it's just Triffication Shadow. Okay, so let's go to the washroom. And oh wait, the washroom. I think these magazines were here before. Anything specific about the washing machines themselves? I don't think there's anything that we can get here. Alright, let's talk to Byakuya. See if he's figured anything out.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you are still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it shouldn't have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I might have a hit on my neck right now. I didn't do anything to mess people up, though. I just talked about mosquitoes one time. I really don't know what to do at this point. I guess we'll just walk around to random rooms and see if we find anything. I don't think there's anything here. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of evidence towards a specific person. Not pointing out anybody in specific. Leon, what have you got to say?
Seems
Something
like...
doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate? Oh. Oh, he's just being dumb. Can I go back into my room? about here. Is there like a bullet point list of things that I need to do? Truth bullets. Does it show me like all the truth bullets that I need to obtain? I don't think so. Oh wait, I have 16 out of 6. Maybe that doesn't mean anything. Wait, go back here. View the report cards for each student at home. Report card? Oh, it just tells you who each person is. So that you can review their information. Oh wait, I know what we need to do. We can go over here. I was living in my fanfiction version of the world where I had the knife and I like stuck it in the door or something. Or I'd like it just kind of drop it uselessly in the hallway after not landing the killing blow on Sayaka. Kino, are you investigating the dining hall?
Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed.
Oh, you were in the dining hall? I guess I'll remember that. I'll go back here. Anybody in here? No, but there is a chef's knife missing from the wall. There are all kinds of kitchen from where I took it from, but nobody needs to know that part yet. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? I better see if anyone here knows more about this knife. The kitchen knife set had been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey, what do you know about people owning shucks, I went into the kitchen again. Hey, what do you know about people owning knives? Specifically that knife that I always said that I had, that ended up in Sayaka. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, right? Who would just carry a knife around on them, like, randomly?
I don't know, it's probably some weirdo idiot guy. Or girl.
I thought it was kind of strange, the knife suddenly just disappearing like that.
Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row.
So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka?
What? Of course not. I would never. I only tried to. Unsuccessfully. I'm as mad about this as you, honestly. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
Ding dong, bing bong.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started?
Let's get this party started in
It's
here.
time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door
Oh,
on
we're
the
gonna go to
first
Marco's
floor of the
office.
school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, that's where I have to go. Bada 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 bada. Hello, friends. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, I was like eating a sandwich.
I bet you were afraid to be discovered as the murderer you are.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal all the details of Makoto's crime. Alright, I feel a little attacked here. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Well, why don't we just ask Sayaka? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is he really one of us? Yeah. It's like super obvious.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Kyoko, you seem to understand what's going on.
Let's get this started.
Right, and go past all of them. I don't want to talk that much. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well, let us begin.
Yes,
Good idea.
indeed.
Hey, scared?
No, I'm scared isn't quite right.
I've said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you will never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. And Sayaka's on it. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. Oh dang, this place is deep. I thought this was gonna be more like a school on a hill that like kind of slopes, but you still take an elevator down to the ground floor for some reason, even though the second floor is like out ground level on the higher part of the slope. Anyways, the steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmate feels when the time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment?
Obvious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. That was the ding dong.
Oh, you've arrived finally. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
well
Oh, okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up.
We did what he said and found our seats. Seats were arranged in a giant circle. They set up so that everyone can see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly fate. A deadly class trial. A deadly need to use the bathroom. A deadly need to make a sandwich. A deadly need to use the bathroom again. I'll just go in my pants. Oh wait, yeah. I don't really care about doing multiple save files, because don't think I'll play through this game multiple times, but I guess you never know. Pre-child preparation. Let's open the e-handbook. We got all the stuff that we talked about. Let's set our skills. Oh no, I don't have any skills. Oh, never mind. I have Melodi's voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 30 SP. Well, I don't have any other skills, so we're gonna do that. Does that mean... Wait, there's 11 skills here. Does that mean I could have gotten skills from... No, I don't get overthinking. Let's finish preparations.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial,
Everyone
can I
who
ask a
didn't
question
do it,
real quick?
raise your nose goes, and everyone puts their hands on their nose except for me, even though I'm the one who said it.
What's going on with those pictures?
Well, I mean, it would be kind of weird if we brought their bodies in here.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Alright, that's enough for me.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
I don't think that the whole 16 seats thing has anything to do with this case. That might come up in the future, though. There might secretly be a 16th classmate that we've never seen before. I guess they wouldn't have a room, though. Unless they had a secret room. That would be crazy. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use blast stick to aim and then press fire with X. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast through the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the plus button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well, then good luck, have fun. I have to objection. What was my gun? Evidence of a struggle. Loaded.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Oh crap, shoot him in the head.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the
Oh
bathroom.
crap.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
She had a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong.
Objection! Bang, 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 bang.
Just a second, Chihiro.
Freeze!
Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the
Hold on.
bathroom?
Can we... The music is like way too loud for the people talking. I don't think there's a way for me to fix that right now, though. Oh, can I do that in minus? No. Okay.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her
she's
in,
more of like a
and
sweet.
that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Canadian?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
You need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they
It
had
wasn't a
on.
random knife.
No, that's wrong.
It was mine! It was the kitchen knife!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Alright, Leon, you're being a little accusatory here, and I can say a few things about you right now.
Crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure, why not? You can concentrate by holding down the R button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge depletes, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm glad to see the main character doesn't have ADHD. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot harder. Yeah, AoE's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Kodo must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
Oh, I missed.
And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do
so
it.
it wasn't moving like he did.
Yes, it's been decided. We've reached the end.
No, I didn't do. I just did it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Kodo must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in
Please. One up.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Conveniently.
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Provably not my knife.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So there's no benefit to being an accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Okay.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka, you need to sit down here, bud.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen could have been Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Sayaka? I thought that one. That is not getting ingrained in my brain. We're just gonna keep going with Sayaka.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hey, I'm trying to do something. They're gonna blame me for the murder. they understand, and they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
This part because I don't have to do any voicing.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to learn more? I would like to learn the thing about the thing that makes me not the murderer. As things advance further in class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce this phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already shown. Complete the phrase by shooting down the letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, and then press A to shoot. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you run out of time. Sorry. If this gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, and you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you can figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Echolocation. I need H. Oh. A. R. Hair.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
That doesn't make any sense. Because, like, she was there. Because she was...
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just the hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No.
Damn it.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled to get into the bathroom, and the evidence proves it is the object the killer broke. The bathroom doorknob. Present the key item.
I got it!
Pick this!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah,
But
true that.
what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth ball on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own basic logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun! Use multiple bullets. The bathroom door.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
I see no problem with that.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Right in the eyes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Had to try and bust down the door.
Because Sayaka had locked
that's
it.
false.
No, that's wrong.
Doesn't have a lock.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup. True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky
Okay,
student,
I get it. I'm not
right?
really that lucky, and my
But
luck
to have
power
such
doesn't
a
really work that
cruddy
often.
door.
And I can do it when people aren't watching, okay?
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know is the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched
Truth bullets.
rooms?
Bang. Got him.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, then, why don't we just vote right now?
That
Majority
sounds like
rules.
the opposite of a good idea.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Because I don't think there were really numbers.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question. Oh, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
None of us are the ultimate locksmiths, so doesn't track.
Fine. How about this? The
I'm
killer
adding to the
got in the
conversation.
easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
If she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. No, Sayaka let someone in because... They're just a switching rooms thing?
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh, she did do a little spy thing where you half shade the piece of paper. That's our notepad was written on, and she got the message so it was underneath it. Me? Clever girl.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective
That is
shows.
also where I got it.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Oh wait, I pressed the wrong button.
So in other words, even if
Darn it,
someone
I'm
did
saying.
read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
That's Wagner. Get shot.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right.
Yeah,
the
yeah, as
nameplates
it
got
worked,
switched,
you
just
really
like the
got
rooms
switched.
themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms was Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted
Guess
someone
she's
to
kinda
come to
silly
the
like
room
that.
she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is.
Yes, because gold is all that glitters.
The gold coating from the replica
Only
sword.
shooting stars can break the mold.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press L button to rotate the cylinder to choose which to fire. Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L button and then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. I pressed the L button and got rid of the thing. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Replica sword, kitchen knife, and... Wait, replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, and replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, the part of the body you'd have to touch it. The palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Killer washed her? Yeah, I think the killer would wash her hands and also leave that thing behind her.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yeah, it's not anything to do with it.
No, that's not it at all.
No way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what has. Oh, right, the water washes off at night.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Well, we've been here for like multiple days.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to have been the one who touched the sword. The one who damaged the sheath? The one without the sword was... Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
That's why she got the knife, and she wanted to kill the killer.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Oh, why though? Her tape wasn't even that convincing.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited
Mine
the
was like
culprit
my
to the room
family
she was
is
staying
dead,
in.
Possibly, and my old house has been torn to ruin. Hers was like, all of her friends are just lying on the floor somewhere.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I guess she was on the head of
Wait,
bed.
then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There's so many things left. We haven't even talked about the incinerator yet. What do you mean? Oh, also that. Yeah.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Plugged up.
No, that's wrong.
Objection! You're dumb! Back across the face a little bit.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
That's a fair point. Because of her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks
This is
like...
the thing that I realized.
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little tiny cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn, it's so used. I said just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Daphne's dying message reveals the real killer's name. She turned her message 180 degrees. Should become crystal clear. Oh, I need to get the call him out. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Here's my answer.
Excuse Leon.
The key to solving this mystery was
accusatory
simply
you.
to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
It'd be really inconvenient if someone with a really long name had killed him.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
That your name is Leon? Tell it to the judge.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Alright, let me stab myself real quick.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of. Maybe that I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Burnt shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
What is Leon the ultimate of again? Oh, I remember. Never mind.
Yeah, I think so.
I figured out where this is going. It's something we need to pay attention to. I guess all of these things? How it was disposed of?
I got it!
Technically,
If you
like,
look
where and
closely
when
at how
do
the
matter.
shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
True.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge.
Balls. What? Obviously, the only person with the trash here. Okay. Technically, that's correct.
Shoot!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was
Maybe I should just listen to that
person in
entire
charge of the
and then
trash?
just decide what to do.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
That's not true.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, hi, Choco Boom. How you doing?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
Yeah, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain about the state of things right now. I think I'm off the hook for murder.
But how would you use it?
Really how to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was... throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because the killer is the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it?
You're done for her movie, so good. Thank you.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end
Shut up.
this?
Pull my gun, shoot him with the truth bullets. Bang, 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 bang.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Every case is one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Finish the plot. Okay, we have like 20 minutes here. Oh, okay, this is Japanese, so it goes left to right. Or right to left. So we were actually at the start. So it started with the doors being locked. And then Sayaka was ready to kill the person. And then that person said, Sayaka, what the heck is going on? And Sayaka went for the knife. And Sayaka has never used a knife before, so she missed. Wait. Sayaka thrusted the knife. And then the sword was seen, and then blocked. And then Sayaka got her wrist all messed up. Oh wait, there's multiple things. Now you guys can go like right to left. Give me that back. Then think. Wait, so she thrusts the knife, and then notices the sword, and Sayaka goes again, and then he has the sword, and Sayaka's wrist gets broken, and she drops the knife. Which is then why she goes to the bathroom and locks herself in, fearing the sins that she has committed by knife. And the killer thinks the door is locked? How do we... Oh wait, we haven't done the... I didn't do the blocking of the knife. Well, shucks. Where does that go? I guess the block would go here. And then... door into... person noticing sword was there, into blocking with sword. And then... Sayaka drops the knife. Is there, like, not enough things? Is this, like, an unnecessary thing? This is the screwdriver. And then she realizes the door is open, and the killer kills her with the knife. And we see that Leon's right there, so this writing has to go here. And then the guy leaves. Leaves the room with lint roller. And then sees that the door is closed, and then palms the glass orb, throws it in there, turns on the incinerator. A little piece of shirt is left behind. Oh wait, no, that little piece of shirt goes here. And then what? Oh, I'm not stuck. Wait, no, I'm not. They throw the shirt into the incinerator. Did I miss a thing? I guess that extra thing is just not necessary. It's just a bait thing.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Then she went all doki on him.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I did rearrange these. Well, she dropped the knife. What am I supposed? What is this supposed to be? I guess it's the sword then.
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Okay.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Mason him over on YouTube. How you doing? All the pounds are
So instead, the killer forced the door open,
Gotcha.
took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Was the ultimate baseball star.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
It would
Leon appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
We gotta find Leon.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object,
Well,
I
it's
object!
opposite day, Leon, so you just
All of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear? Oh, I love bullet time battles. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Press your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the A button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the X button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Oh. Okay. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, you'll start a combo. Keep that going, and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. Once the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. I don't want to play Friday Night Funkin' just to prove that my friend killed my other friend. Truth bullets do if they refute their statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Still opposite day. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof?
Wait, how do I target this?
You kidding me?
X.
Not a chance!
Right.
It wasn't me!
Hold on.
Stupid!
I thought it would use the stick to control. Controls. A is to lock on. Y is to reload. X is to attack or fire truth bullets. L is to select a truth bullet. Alright, oh god, this is more difficult than I previously thought. Wait.
You lied!
L is to attack. Okay.
Shut up! You kidding me?
Hard. What the heck? Hold on. I gotta sit up in my chair for this one. Okay, target X.
Not a chance!
X. Target X. Target X.
You lie!
X. X. Target X.
Where's your proof?
X. Target.
You kidding me?
X. Target.
Not a
X.
chance!
Target X.
It wasn't me!
X. Target X.
Stupid!
X. Target.
You
X.
lie!
Target X. Target X. Target.
Shut
X.
up!
Target. Target X. Target X.
You kidding me?
Target
Not a
X.
chance!
Oh. Yep. There.
You lie!
Target.
Shut up!
Wait, hold on. Press A to lock on. Press Y to reload. But why do I have to reload? Idiot. This is ridiculous. L to select a truth bullet. Activate fever time. I'm probably not in fever time, is the thing. I guess I'll just die and try again.
Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
Oh, final strike. I win.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Wow, I lived on half a heart. I think the game just made me.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools
The
anywhere.
next trials it gets harder because you actually have to reload. Okay, that's fine.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
Got him.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Thankfully, it was opposite day, so he's actually saying that I was really smart. Yeah, hey! I got some. Whoa, is that really? Did I really get 72 money? Oh, that's nice. I only had like 8.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
What if I just push all the levers?
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Vote time. Ooh. That's a rough. We didn't even have to do the class trial. The gambling machine figured it out for us.
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Oh, low battery.
Hey, hold on.
Monokuma destroys the monocoins of the students? I mean, basically. How else would you do it? Penny for your thoughts. Leon? Leon, did you really, like, do this, man? Kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
He's a killer we killed.
So
that's why I killed him first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Good thing I'm the ultimate lucky student.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she's wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Her friends are fine. They're just napping. My family's house was literally torn to the ground. Burned to the ground, dare I say. Can't afford to be stuck here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. I have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka? I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Well, unless we get the Dragon Balls together, then you can bring anybody back to life, but only 3 times.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must be sure terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand. Really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. What?
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough it was sure to leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. You just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes,
Now
indeed.
then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you
You had
understand?
any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
What?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world.
Alright, Monokuma, I didn't ask you to get political on me here. I just said that it was your fault.
Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Shut up! Shut up, man!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey,
No more begging.
come on now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Oh, I guess the nice thing is that Monokuma has had since the murder to plan out this punishment.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Let's jump him. Oh, he got jumped. Vamport Leon. I mean, he did kind of like do it though. The 1000th blow! Ooh. Ooh. That's rough. Okay, only one of the baseballs has blood on them. That means all the other ones miss. Leon? What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Whoa! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
I don't think I need to do that. What's going on? Can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept the living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the hell are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
it seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? Whoops.
Pull it back up. Jarvis, pull it back up. No. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this place is insane.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once all you learn the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
I hate that man. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Junko, what did you think about the clash? Oh. Right. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it is.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed a small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Ah, well, I'm psychic.
What?
That's a nice little moment. It was also a thing in the previous live stream that I had a counter whenever Sayaka would say that she's psychic. And so whenever I make this a video, there's going to be a little counter on the right that slowly slides up one tick. Oh, that's going to be funny. That is a nice moment. Tell me who's my favorite character so far? I think it's probably Kyoko. I have a theory. I think Kyoko is the ultimate spy. And that's why she's hiding it from us. But she seems to be like the most put together person so far. I'm kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. To be continued. I got me a spare bat present. You want to save the data? I mean, yeah. I guess I'll save it in the second slot. Very good cleanup. She's not, like, still there, right? It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at the rotting corpse every day. It can't be good for your health.
What did you think of the story so far? I think it's pretty good. Obviously, the trial part was pretty easy, and I immediately got the letters thing about Leon, so that kind of gave it away immediately. But it's like the first case in Phoenix Wright. Like, it's supposed to be designed to be easy. As though they only get more and more difficult to figure out, and it's not just a name written upside down on a wall. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You
Listen to
sure
me!
took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Okay, you don't have to sound
Hey,
so
come on.
jovial saying that. Jesus, man, that's fucked up. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You
So
got
everyone,
it.
just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop
Keep telling
talking.
yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you
The
okay with
mastermind
this?
seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which is supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desires. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. To find them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does not want to escape must have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No what? I don't want to live.
I can't take
If
it.
it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would
He's
seem.
right. If you heap up that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would happen to us if we'd refused. In the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh,
It's like all the doors
and
locked behind us and
other
Monokuma just kills all of
thing.
us instantaneously anyways.
It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't
That
fuck
piece
with
of
me.
shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close, a tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2, Boys' Life of Despair. Oh, it's Boys' Night? Hey, yeah. Who's the most annoying for you? That's kind of hard to say. Everybody has their built-in quirks. Byakuya is designed to, like, kind of be your rival, I feel like. Byakuya is like the Edgeworth. He's designed to never have actually done anything wrong, but just to stoke the flames a little bit under you every time. So he's not necessarily annoying. Oh, I guess maybe the author girl. She's pretty annoying. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning routine, and then he called us all to the gym. This chapter was easier because in the original game it was harder for Japanese people, but yeah, localization would have made it much less obvious. Oh, I guess that's true. If she was writing on the wall in Japanese instead of in English, then yeah, the writing on the wall becomes much more obvious. We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one who keeps us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Well, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise. Just to make you exercise. If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you just keep going through these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. It's down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Oh, wait, no, that's me. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make a small announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up for you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It would really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But, a whole new world.
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of
Well,
shit!
we don't know until we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear
Okay,
me?
then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I'm gonna partner up with Junko. That's right. Forgot about that part.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad, this is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything in that weird case. That weird in there. Sure, the untrained eye, it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
We're
That stuff you
serious.
see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've constructed knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. There isn't anything different here. Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school here. Alright, well, let's do a little bit of exploring and see what's new. Is it this door? It is this door. We can go up the stairs now. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, sure, but there's gotta be something here. Oh man, what do I want? Oh, it's just like a library and a classroom. Oh, and a pool! That's kind of epic. Swim some laps in the pool. Maybe drown a person. So many possibilities. Maybe do the backstroke. Maybe tie a cinder block to a person's foot and leave them to drown. Many possibilities! It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. I'm absolutely shocked. How come? I have all these books here, and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just bored trout by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it. Not at all. I do get it. And with that face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
No,
Hear
nothing.
this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than a rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. Do you think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. Shelf is packed tightly with books, but nothing looks. Everything is dusty books. It's also still dusty, and the school is nice. What is this letter we got here? Shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Post Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Host Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end of Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? Does it mean that we time traveled? Wants to sing the YMCA song with me? I don't even know how it goes. Also, hello, Bastion. How you doing over on Twitch? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So, you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other
That must
words,
have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They alerted us all in here. Someone who could create the place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
It is real, though. That does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be nice. Simple solution. It's true. But then, what about the other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues causing our foreclosure has resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
The two events are in fact connected. Uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say more until we find out more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... let's look at the outcome. But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
stop
Oh,
talking.
nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Alright, thanks, Byakuya. Not the books. I'm talking to the person. Oh, I was in regret. Can I not talk to this person? Fine. Okay, we're just not gonna talk to that person. Oh, this isn't the door that we came in. It's some kind of archive. All I saw there was a stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. I guess I think there might still be more to look at here. Oh. The desk? I think I've heard of this game before. It's a pretty popular text adventure. I've been purposefully not playing it so that I can play one day on the channel. And now here we are. Basic synopsis is that we're all in school, and you have to kill somebody to leave the school, and if you kill somebody, you have to also not be found out, so then it becomes Phoenix Wright detective mode, and we all yell objection at each other over and over again until somebody dies. That's the basic synopsis of it. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. I got a Monokuma coin! Oh wow, that's a lot of coins. I gotta go gambling. Is this book pile different? Are the books behind me different? Shelf is packed with type books, the whole thing is dusty. Oh, I guess it was different. Is this pile of books different? Shelf is packed tightly with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Nice, something on the ceiling. Guess I can look at the cameras again, but it's never really gotten mad at me for not looking at the cameras before. Or the monitor. Or... oh, what about this desk? It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old. It's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping I could play Minesweeper. Even solitaire would be better than nothing. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. But if it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. I tried talking to her from this angle. Okay.
You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko?
Not... Oh, that was me. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, right, Toko?
Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems... lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Mr. Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled letters. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly on to...
Okay, that's a little bit far.
I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth. Throwaway culture that should be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me, and now you've insulted my honor.
These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. I wonder who's gonna die next. Can I read a separate, smaller bookcase? Can I leave now? Okay, yes I can. Fumi reminds me of me. That is an interesting thing to admit. In public. What about this lone classroom all the way down here at the end of the hallway? I'm sure we'll discover a life-changing revelation in here. Reality isn't everything. Papers? No, not the monitor. I want to read papers. Can't read papers? I cannot. You mean people die in this game? They do in fact heckin' die in this game. They do it a lot actually. We've only had 3 live streams and like there's been 1 person death per live stream. We're averaging 1 person death per live stream at this point, in fact. Where are we going? Oh, let's not check out this second classroom. So this is the pool.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. Pool.
You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
It's time to pool. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sayaka's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Oh, not Sayaka. Sakura's gonna go nuts. Sayaka is not alive. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. He just seems way more excited than usual. We got the whole 9 yards. Kick floaty things. The round cylinders. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. And money. Equipment for saving people's lives that we probably don't need. The fact that we get coins when we investigate specific things makes me think that that thing will never be useful again. Or at least not used in a murder.
The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and the number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you
Things continue
understand?
like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad.
Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet?
No. I don't like wearing swimsuits.
Alright, we're not gonna be judgy here.
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you can ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I kind of like to get a little stronger.
You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room.
Huh? You don't even want to go into the locker room.
It's not that I don't want to, it's just...
I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. You clean pools for a living? Well, that's pretty circumstantial. He is so cute. I do get why people like her. Not my type, but I get it. Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course!
Really, really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door.
I'm gonna call it. I think that's gonna be important in the next class trial. Someone else is gonna use somebody's e-textbook in order to get in.
However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. That's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity.
Oh, I guess the gun is here to keep that thing that I mentioned from happening.
See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? Yeah. And it'll be all...
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the insight, Hino.
No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy can borrow a girl's handbook, and what would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? That never even occurred to me. Think someone would be so low, cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anybody else, right? That doesn't solve the problem, though, because somebody's just gonna steal it. You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton!
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have rented the handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything seemingly unseemly from happening, I'll have to maintain a rigorous watch. Well, in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our doors. If some man or some woman decide to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms, by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want.
Just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya
Okay,
later.
so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go for a dip to cheer myself up.
You got
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for
There's
me,
nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. Sorry,
I'm
I'll pass this
sorry.
time. Come. If you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea of what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. What's the name on this game again? It's M. That's why the stream title on YouTube says mature game, and why YouTube automatically, or why Twitch tells you automatically that it's a mature game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new things?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library. And a pool! A freaking pool! And the locker rooms filled with exercise equipment!
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route.
Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet
The
down and
warehouse
listen!
and bathroom on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You
And
hear
the
me?
warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. I'll go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay
Keep
with
in mind,
this?
of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo,
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
what?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use
What?
to get our asses out of here, nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
Hey,
You
come
fucking
on.
people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse? Or whatever the fuck?
Stop
We're still
fucking
trapped in this
around.
piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out.
Now, there's nothing in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece
Whatever
of...
you say, you fucking moon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done here for today?
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope? But why did it zoom in on Byakuya? Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to sleep.
Mr. Monokuma, Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college, where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
I mean, all of us are cardboard cutouts. That's like the game's art style.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day. Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Alright, well, I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point for today. Let's play a game rated Extreme M to the max. I mean, if one exists, then sure. Who do you think is the least likely to die right now? Probably Kyoko. I think she's gonna be around for a bit, until we find out what her secret ultimate thing is. Because I think she's the ultimate spy, but I don't think that'll come up for a while. Also Byakuya. I think Byakuya will stick around for a while. Pretty Bear told me to sleep tight. I would not be able to sleep tight. Oh, creepy. I meant to take creepy. Yeah, he is a little... He's half creepy, half normal. Kind of like all of us. But... Oh, wait, that's not what I want. Save. Save over the other one. We got a lot done today. We finished chapter 1. We are now on to the start of chapter 2. It went right along. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video, or a follow on the Twitch, or subscribe on the YouTube. All those things help me out an absolute ton. We did have a pretty big video that I've been working on for a while go up on YouTube today called Best of Pokeclicker. If you haven't watched any of the Pokeclicker series, it was probably my most successful series for a while, and it was just a nice little stroll down memory lane, so give that a peek if you haven't already. But I will see you in the next one. But thank you very much.